I am Anil Kumar. Welcome to our series on higher algebra. These questions will help some students to get through SAT with excellent marks. You can also find many such problems in our new book, Rediscover Algebra and Geometry, which is available on Amazon. Question here is, if x is equal to 7 plus 4 square root 3, prove that square root of x is 2 plus square root 3. Hence find the value of square root x plus 1 over square root x. The question itself has kind of solution in it. Many times it is a straightforward question where we say x is equal to 7 plus 4 square root 3. Find the value of square root x plus 1 over square root x. Now let us see how do we answer such questions. In case you want to know more, you can always send an email to globalmathinstitute@gmail.com. So let's begin with what is given to us, and that is x is equal to 7 plus 4 square root 3. We need to find the value of square root x. So this is slightly tricky. Let me rewrite 7 as 4 plus 3, right? So let's rewrite this 7 as 4 plus 3. And we have this 4 square root 3. Now to make this as a perfect square, we could think like this. 4 is 2 square, right? And square root 3 is square root 3 square, right? Let me rewrite this here, square root 3 square as 3, correct? Now 4 square root 3 becomes twice AB, right? So it could be written as 2 times 2 square root 3, right? You get the whole idea. What I'm trying to say here with this elaborated extension of what we have is that I could actually write x as 2 plus square root 3 whole square. Does that make sense? So we have done a backward calculation like completing the squares, and we have come to the result that x is indeed equal to 2 plus square root 3 whole square. And that means that square root of x is what? Square root of x is equal to 2 plus square root 3. So this was the first part. We need to prove that square root x is 2 plus square root 3. And this question has been designed for our students to, go through these steps and break it down to get the result, right? Now, I think it's much simpler. It's just a question of substituting square root 3, 2 plus square root 3 for square root x and getting the result, right? So we could do that. Now, what I prefer is that we could actually find what is 1 over square root x, right? 1 over square root. Or we can do direct and then do rationalization, right? We could do any of those two things. So that's fine. So, two approaches which you can adopt are that you can write directly what is square root of x plus 1 over square root of x, right? This is basically, you can write this as 2 plus square root of 3 plus 1 over 2 plus square root 3, right? You could do that. And or you could also think about simplifying square root x plus 1 over square root x, right? And writing 7 plus square root 3 for x square. So that could be another approach. We are just looking into different approaches which you really come across in such questions, right? So what I'm trying to say here is that you could also do like this. That is, you could simplify this expression and write this as x plus 1 square root 3 x, correct? Now in that case, we are not using, it's much simpler, right? Square root x times square root x is x, right? So that is what it is. And so the numerator now becomes x is 7 plus 4 square root 3 and plus 1, right? And square root of x is 2 plus square root 3. Right. So continuing with this, we get what? We get 8 plus 4 square root 3 in the numerator. And here we have 2 plus square root 3. Let's rationalize this by multiplying by 2 minus square root 3 over 2 minus square root 3. Correct? So in the denominator, what you get is a square minus b square, 4 minus 3, right? Which is 1. And in the numerator, you can expand and simplify. So 8 times 2 will give us 16 minus 8 square root 3. You could have taken also 4 common. So in that case, what happens? If you take 4 common, you get 2 plus square root 3, and then it's easier to do it. Oh my god. So we'll do like that. You understand how? We're changing our approach, understanding it better, and then solving it in much simpler way, right? So what I'm trying to say here is that 8 plus 4 square root 3, we could take 4 common, right? And then what do we have? We have 2 plus square root 3. And then 2 plus square root 3 would have cancelled. Great. So that could have really helped us to find a better solution, right? So let's go back to this. Instead of rationalizing, what we are going to do is this. We are going to rewrite this as equal to 4 common, right? And here we get 2 plus square root 3. And then dividing by 2 plus square root 3. You see that? Now 2 plus square root 3, 2 plus square root 3 cancel, and we get 4 as our answer. You see how much we have simplified by following these steps. Every step counts, especially when you are in a competitive exam and time is a constraint. So once again, when you have such kind of question, your approach should be you are given x and the equation is in square root x. So first figure it out from x how do we get the value of square root x. Now once you do that, in that case again think how we can further simplify our solution and provide it in minimal number of steps. That is the beauty of my book. Rediscover Algebra and Geometry will walk you through the journey which you will feel at every step, yes, this is what I wanted to know. That will help. And that kind of wow factor will come after reading this book. I recommend it for you all. Thank you and all the best.